Chapter 19, The Shock. This chapter is updated by Novels.pl. Now it was Zhang Yuochen's turn to test his power in the martial arts arena. Be extremely careful, Yuochen. You know that there will be huge rocks everywhere, warned the 8th prince with a sneer. Outside the Royal Colosseum, a warrior laughed and said, "The 9th prince, oh my god. He is humiliating himself. How can it be possible for him to lift a stone tray? It's over 100 kilograms. He can't even wash the marrow or break out of the channels. 3 months is too short." The young commandery Princess Yulin lifted the stone tray and she is only 6. But look at the 9th prince. He is 16 now. And he can't even do that. That's shameful. Can he just go back and hide? He's not supposed to be here to attend year-end assessment. Zhang Yuochen was obviously in his own world now. He ignored the malicious comments and walked toward the martial arts arena with a calm, steady gaze. On his way, he met Lin Ningshan, who had just come back. They stopped and stared at each other. There were only 5 steps between them. Lin Ningshan stared at Zhang Yuochen with a close gaze. Shaking her head slightly, she said, "Cousin, you shouldn't be here for the year-end assessment. Even if you are able to wash marrow and break out of the channels, it is impossible for you to lift the stone tray. Don't you know that it is not just about you? It is also about your mother and the entire royal family." Why are you here?" Zhang Yuochen frowned. He looked at Lin Ningshan and said, "Cousin Ningshan, I admit that you are quite outstanding and talented. However, it doesn't mean that you can denigrate others." Now Lin Ningshan's eyes were filled with disappointment. "Can't you just listen to me? Maybe living a normal life is the best for you. You don't have to cultivate, it is just not suitable for you." She had planned to convince Zhang Yuochen to quit because they had played together many years ago. Their great times together had pushed her to help Zhang Yuochen now. He is so stubborn. Who the hell does he think he is? Lin Ningshan felt that there was nothing she could say to Zhang Yuochen. That stupid, stubborn boy. "Alright, take care, Yuochen." With her head raised high, Lin Ningshan walked toward the exit of the martial arts arena. They passed each other, going in opposite directions. The moment that Lin Ningshan left the Colosseum, she was surrounded by many young warriors. These young men admired and praised her, treating her like a diamond. That was because she was just 15 and was able to lift a stone tray weighing approximately 1,000 kilograms. In addition, she could toss that kind of stone tray to a maximum distance of 15 meters. Many warriors older than her could not do that at all. Most importantly, she was elegant and gorgeous. As one of the top 4 most beautiful girls in the Yunwu Commandery, she was meant to be loved as God's favored daughter. Congrats, Leader Lin. We just witnessed the birth of another genius, Ningshan. We won't be able to find another one of the younger generation in Yunwu City as talented as her," exclaimed a famous martial artist from Yunwu City. The leader of the Wang clan smiled and said, "I have heard that Ningshan and the 7th prince will get engaged. They are meant to be together." Others' compliments made Lin Fengxian, the head of the Lin family, feel very proud. Of course, other eyes were on Zhang Yuochen in the martial arts arena. It was not difficult to see that they were waiting for this prince to disgrace himself. Families that had close relationships with the royal family were all familiar with the name of this prince. He was famous for his poor health. The 7th prince and the 9th prince had both inherited genes from the commandery prince. But they were so different. The 7th prince was a genius in people's eyes. He was a hero of Yunwu City as well. However, Zhang Yuochen was an idiot in others' minds. People did not expect anything from him. Without any doubt, Zhang Yuochen's presence today, attending the year-end assessment, was considered a joke. However, there was one exception, Qinya, who was sitting outside the Royal Colosseum. When she saw Zhang Yuochen walking into the martial arts arena, she became very concentrated with her gorgeous eyes wide open. "That's exciting. Now surprise me, Yuochen." A hint of a smile crossed her lips. Everyone watched Zhang Yuochen walk toward the first stone tray. All of a sudden, people from outside the martial arts arena burst into laughter. He is 16, but he can only choose the first and the lightest stone tray to test his power. Is there anything funnier than him? Apart from Zhang Ji, the 8th prince, who had a disdainful look, other princes and princesses were feeling very awkward now. In their mind, Zhang Yuochen disgraced the entire royal family, themselves included. However, surprisingly, Zhang Yuochen did not stop at the first stone tray. He walked toward the second stone tray, then the third. What just happened? Everyone was confused. Zhang Yuochen did not stop until he finally arrived at the 10th stone tray. What? Is he going to try the 10th tray? That's ridiculous. From what I can recall, he only obtained his sacred mark 3 months ago. With a scornful snort, Zhang Ji commented, "What an idiot. How can he lift a tray of more than 1,000 kilograms? Even if he practices for 30 years, he can't make it." Lin Ningshan was staring at Zhang Yuochen as well. However, she shook her head slightly with a sigh. Now all the people were looking at Zhang Yuochen. Boom! Zhang Yuochen stamped a foot on the ground and injected his genuine qi into the ground through it. Qi below, caused by his genuine qi, was spreading outward from his foot. Driven by genuine qi, the huge stone tray jumped to 1 meter high immediately. Zhang Yuochen reached out a hand and caught the huge tray easily. He seemed to be like a floating cloud and flowing water. This stone tray had a diameter of 3 meters, however, he only used 5 fingers to support it, kind of like holding a plate. He lifted the stone tray over his head easily. Seeing this, the entire Royal Colosseum became so quiet that not even a breath could be heard. Zhang Yuochen stood still like a spear. Although he was lifting a monstrous stone tray, given the relaxed look on his face, it seemed that he was using no power at all. How can this be possible? Zhang Ji looked pale and his lips quivered. Not just Zhang Ji, but other princes and princesses, all of them were shocked. With blank minds, they had no clue how Zhang Yuochen had become so different. Others' minds were wandering, when Zhang Yuochen suddenly punched out the bottom of the stone tray. Boom! The giant stone tray jumped to 5 meters high. After that, it fell to the ground at a greater speed. The shockwave along with the weight of the stone tray should have given the landing point a great impact, the force of more than 1,000 kilograms. But Zhang Yuochen caught it again. Then, he slowly but steadily put the stone tray back to its original place with one hand. Boom! No one could calm himself down. All the people in the Royal Colosseum were busy chatting now. People could not believe their eyes. Without a doubt, the power demonstrated by Zhang Yuochen was much greater than that of Lin Ningshan. He was only 16, and he had just obtained his sacred mark 3 months ago. It was a mystery and so hard to believe, but it had just happened and everyone had seen it.